this is Connie, and welcome to Witchcraftin'. I am your hostess on Fridays. I am going to show you guys how I make my Halloween Samhain incense cones, or yeah, I guess they'll be cones. But it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple recipe, and I figured I would share. So, the first thing that I use is star anise, however you want to pronounce it. And I use cloves. You can use whole cloves, but I just find it a lot easier to use the powder because using or trying to grind whole cloves is not exactly the easiest thing in the world. And then I have cinnamon, and again, it's the powdered cinnamon rather than the sticks. I have pumpkin spice, which I just put a little bit in there just to give it the pumpkin, because as you guys all probably know, I'm obsessed with pumpkin. And I have allspice. And then I'm also going to be putting a few drops of apple cider oil and pumpkin spice or pumpkin pie oil. And then I'm also going to be grinding up some orange pills. So, I also am going to be using, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, I'm going to be using my blessed moon water to get it to the consistency that you need to make a cone out of. It doesn't really matter measurements, it's just how much you think you would use, how much you're going to make. I like to make, enough to get me through now until after probably around about the 3rd of November. So I'm just going to pour probably about 1.5 tablespoons to start with of the cloves. I'm going to go ahead and do the powder now in this bowl, and then I will grind up the other. With the cinnamon, I'll probably use, let's see, probably 2 tablespoons or maybe even a little bit more. And then for the pumpkin spice, probably a 1/2 teaspoon is good. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and grind up my star anise, my allspice, and the orange pills. And I will be back and I will get started. Okay, so I am back and I grounded, whatever, as much as I could. Obviously, if you have like a coffee bean grinder or some, sort of a grinder, it would probably be a lot easier, but unfortunately the one I have does not work very good, so I had to do most of it by hand. But so whatever's left I can use for some other workings I'm going to be doing. But I did grind up as much as I could. My dog is getting in the way, so I have to move her. Sorry. Isis, go lay down. Go lay down. Stinking dog, man. Sorry. So as you can see, it's like really, really powdery, and that is what you want. And I really wish you could smell this amazingness. It smells so incredibly good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my oils. And I'm going to do 6 drops of each. Well, maybe I'll do 9 because I really like the smell of these 2 oils. So I'm going to put 9 drops. 9. And then I'm going to put 9 drops of the pumpkin pie. 9. And then I'm just going to use this eyedropper to stir. And I'm just going to blend all that in as best as I can. I might even actually put a little bit more oil in it, just depending on how well this smells. Oh, it smells freaking amazing. You almost forget what the smells are like, you know, after you haven't done it in, you know, a year. And it always just, oh, just absolutely love it. I mean, you could use it any time of the year, but I usually only use this during Halloween and Samhain time. So, okay. I am going to actually put a few more drops in there because I just love the smell of it that much. I'm just going to get it all in. You can put your intent into it if you want, if you're using it for something, you know, like divination or for your ancestor altar or for a ritual, you know, your Samhain ritual. You can put your intent into them if you want. I usually just make them and then I put my intent into them when I need to use them. That way I'm using it for, you know, I can use it for something other than just one thing. Okay, so now I am going to start slowly putting in my moon water. And oh, I forgot a spoon, so I will be right back. Okay, so I could not find one of my spoons, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the dropper. I have so much stuff everywhere right now that I don't even know where anything is anymore. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to keep getting dropfuls of water and putting it in there until you get the consistency that you need. You don't want it too, you know, watery. You need it just enough to where you can form a cone. So, and that is not working very well, so I'm just going to go ahead and just slowly pour this in. That's probably good to start with. And then I'm just going to stir it in. And see how it's kind of already, I don't know if you can see that or not, but see how it's already starting to form balls on its own? That's kind of how you want everything in here to be. Is just kind of a mushy consistency. I'm sure most of you have made incense cones and stuff before, but for those that have not, I will try to explain it the best that I can. That was probably just a little too much. Oh, maybe not. And you don't have to use, you know, blessed water, moon water, holy water, anything like that. You can use just regular spring water, tap water, you know, whatever. But I like to use my moon blessing water just to give it more of an oomph. Okay, so now that it is nice and mixed, as best as I can get it without my spoon, I don't know what I did with it. Okay. So, as you can see, it's already kind of making little balls in there. And that is kind of how you want it to be. You don't want it, like I said, too much water, but you want enough to where it will be able to be easy to form into a cone or a ball, whatever you want to do. I kind of, well, sometimes I just make little tiny balls, itty bitty ones, just to throw on a charcoal. I just find it easier, but I also do make cones and then just slide it, you know, and put it on a little incense burner holder. Just depends on what you would like to do. Okay, and then I have a tray I went ahead and put some wax paper down just so that they don't stick and they're easier to bring up. Let me see if I can get my fingers in there and try to form them. I'm not the best at making cones, just a heads up. That's probably another reason why I like just to make little balls of it and then just put it on a charcoal disc. But for video purposes, I will try to make the best cone I can. So, and that's about the size that I like them to be. Again, you can make them as big as you want or as small as you want. It's up to you. And so, see that little itty bitty one right there? And then if you want to make, a little ball, you can make them bigger if you want, but because this is a lot of spice, I've come to find out that the more there is, the bigger you make, the stronger it's kind of smoky. So, I would recommend keeping windows or something open if you have bigger ones. But the little ones aren't so bad. They're actually, to me anyways, they're like the perfect amount for what I use them for divination and rituals and, the ancestor altars. So there you go. That's about the size that I would make my little ball ones. And again, you could even light it and put it in a little instant cone burner or, a little dish or something. But for some reason, I just find that they burn cleaner and better when I put them on a charcoal disc in my cauldron. And that is the size that I usually make. Now I'm going to go ahead and make as many as I can with what I have, and then I will show you what they look like when I am all done. And then as you can see, hopefully, there is a bunch of incense that are rolling around. I did a few of the cones, but I did mostly the round ones. Because again, I like those better. Sorry, my dog. I swear, never fails. So I'm going to leave these out for a few days. I'm just going to keep checking them. And as soon as they get really, really hard and they're no longer moist or damp or anything, then they will be ready to burn. I also, make sure that I roll them around a couple times a day just so they don't kind of stay moist underneath and have a potential of getting moldy or anything. So that is pretty much how I make my Halloween incense. Sometimes I will just make it the dried herbs and just sprinkle it over a charcoal disc, but I prefer to do these for this time of year just because they smell amazing when they burn, and I really wish you guys had smell-o-vision because these smell so good. So if you have all the ingredients, give it a go and see what you think. So for those I'm sure have been following, we are having a giveaway. So the items that I am going to be putting in with the giveaway is going to be one of my handmade candles. It's Tutti Frutti, and I know the color does not give it justice, but it's all different colors. It's got peaches and orange and yellows and purples and pinks, and it's got dried roses on top, and glitter, and they smell amazing. So you will be getting that. You will also be getting come back here. You will be getting a little bag of the offering stones that I made in my very first video, so that you can give them as offerings to your goddess or god or your deities or nature, fairies, whatever. And then I'm also going to be making a pin, a feather pin that I made for the giveaway. It's not going to be this one, but I will be making a new one, and I'll probably use, different colors rather than red. Something that's kind of neutral for, male or female. So those are the items that I will be giving away to the winner. And what was the other ones? I'm trying to remember. Make a VR, a video response, showing some of the crafts, or one of the crafts that you have made that we have done here on the Witchcraftin channel, and show us what you made. And the winner will be picked on Halloween, October 31st, by yours truly. I will be picking, and I will be using random generator for the winner. I will just put all the names of the people that did a video response, and then I will pick a winner. So I hope you all have a very blessed night, and I will talk to you guys next Friday. Bye.